he's just Jay-Z. There's no other artist like him. Like, he's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like Cole used to be like that. I feel like Cole never used to pose and shit.
Yeah.
And
Cole, though, was like, because he was young, you knew he was going to do more shit.
Mm-hmm.
You knew, and he was involved with so many other younger artists that, like, Cole was always present, even when he wasn't present, if that made sense. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how, like, all these older artists, like, how their music is getting now and shit. Like, even hearing Drake's, like, last album shit, it's kind of like, music is changing, bro. Like, it's a whole new sound. I feel like there's a whole new, like, niche that people got. Or, like, a whole new sound that people want to dive into and shit.
Bro, music is crazy right now. Wait, you going on these? Oh, you are? Oh, shit. We'll just do the intro. Casual rolling. Purple World, episode 82, I think. I think it's 82. We got an overdue guest. We had some cancellations in the past on my side and on your side, but we're finally fucking to it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. NorthSide Stef.
Yes, sir.
It's Gucci.
Appreciate y'all for having me. DOD shit. Y'all know what it is.
Bro, appreciate you coming on. Yo. Appreciate you coming on. I want to pick up that music conversation later on in the podcast.
Sure.
But to start out, I'm just curious. I was telling you off camera. You're one of the random motherfuckers that be popping up everywhere. You don't got a project out. You don't got videos out.
Nope.
But you're still with everyone. You're still present as fuck in the scene. And it kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But for everybody watching this that don't know who you are, just give them the rundown. Who's NorthSide Stef? What you about?
Shit. I say, I'm like people say, like, I'm like a mysterious kid. Like, you don't know too much about me. Shit. I'm cool, though. Like, I feel like people got, like, a fucked up perspective, kind of, like. I feel like some people think I say, like, a pushover or I don't give people, like, no love or attention, but I literally, like, I support this whole scene like crazy. Like, I listen to everybody. I know everything about everybody. Like, I listen to everybody. Like, I fuck with everybody. That's one thing about me. I fuck with everybody. I give everybody a chance. Like, yeah, shit like that, yeah.
You be mad tapped in with the scene.
Hell yeah, I'm hella tapped in.
Mad tapped in, bro. What you about, though, for everybody that don't know? Obviously, you're an artist, but what's your, like, agenda through music? What are some things that you have done in music already? And how, in general, are you just so tapped in with everybody? Obviously, you seem like a mega supporter of people, but you be literally popping up with everybody.
Yeah, I say, like, it all started, like, in high school and shit. Like, I had made my first song, like, 2017, and it was on some, like, snippet shit, like, some short shit, and, like, people was fucking with that shit, but I ain't even take that shit seriously at all. Like, just dropped it on SoundCloud, made some shit, like, with my boys, like, it was like some TK The Race remix type shit on some joking shit, and that shit went, like, crazy in school, like, 1,000 views first day in school, like, shit was crazy. And then I feel like I hadn't really picked it back up until, like, 2019. I had went to New York. I went to visit my boy Loyal and shit. And we was just chilling at his crib and shit. And he had, like, this beat on type shit. And he was like, oh, like, rap to this shit. And I was like, at the time, I was like, man, I ain't trying to rap. I ain't trying to be on none of that shit. And he just, like, we was just arguing back and forth for, like, 10 minutes. I was like, I ain't rapping shit. But I rapped it, and, like, I fucked with it. I feel like if I listen to it now, it's garbage type shit, but I fucked with it hard. I got this shit tatted on me that same day, July 6, 2019. I got that shit tatted. I dropped it the first day. Got a calm little response. And I feel like people in my city, like, regardless of how talented I was, I feel like people seen something, you know what I'm saying? Like, people seen potential. So I had, like, crazy support from my city. And I had stopped making music the whole 2020. I didn't make music no more in 2019. And the first time I ever went to, like, a Wrld studio was in, like, I say, like, 2021, like, October or, like, September. And it was on some crazy shit, bro. Like, I was chilling with somebody, and they was like, and it's crazy how life works, because they was like, oh, you wanna keep chilling, or you wanna Like, you want to go home or whatever. So I think about it for a second. And as I think about it, like, the wrong turn is taken, and it takes, like, a little bit more time for me to get home. So when I'm on my way home, I see my boys that's walking, like, near my crib or whatever. There's, like, a school near my crib or whatever. So I made the decision. I'm like, am I going to wait for them to, like, walk up while I'm in the car or whatever, or am I just going to go in the crib? And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just wait. So they walk up to me. They're like, NorthSide, NorthSide. And I'm like, what the fuck? They, like, calling me by NorthSide, and I'm not even making music at this time. And they're like, yeah, we're about to pull up to the studio type shit, and you should pull up. So I was like, fuck it, I pull up. And first time I ever went to the studio, I was like, I got this shit. Cause before that, like, I was recording in cribs and shit. Like, I didn't really have, like, crazy faith in it. But the first time I ever went to the studio, it was like, yeah, I got this shit. Like, and I seen the response I was getting, like, and I feel like I appreciate, like, everybody who says something, like, positive about my music. Cause it's like, damn, like, this shit don't even feel real for real, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I seen the response I was getting. I posted, like, a little 3-song snippet, whatever. It was going crazy, like, over 100 comments on it and shit. It was like, what the fuck? This shit was crazy. And then I dropped the song October 2021, got crazy ass support from it. And I feel like from that point on, I just took it more seriously.
Why'd you go, we'll smoke out. Why'd you go the single route? Because if you've been dropping music for 2 years already, yeah, I would have expected you to have, like, an EP, something.
Nah, trust, a project coming, bro. A project
coming.
coming, a crazy-ass project, like, crazy-ass project coming. But I feel like I wanted to give people singles because I feel like my formula for, like, I don't know, the formula I give for, like, getting love, I feel like is, like, say I give out a snippet or whatever, people rock with it or whatever. I hold it for a little bit, drop it, motherfuckers rocking with the shit heavy. And I feel like I was on some single heavy shit just in case, like, because I feel like shit be, like, catching attention later and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can shoot a video today and the shit won't blow up till next year, and then I got a whole, like, catalog of songs and shit. So I'm like, if they rock with this shit, this one song right here, they gonna see the rest of my, like, catalog. They gonna rock with that shit too.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna, like, I feel like that's gonna help me build a base for, like loyal fans and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, building a good fan base, like, from the jump. So it's like when I'm ready to drop a project, it's like they already know what I'm on type shit.
How'd you go about building the fan base when you were first dropping those songs? Because it sounds like high school, it was just, like, popping off a little bit.
I feel like people knew me before, like, I made music and shit. I wasn't saying, like, I was too popular or nothing, but I feel like people knew me before I made music and shit. So when it came time to make music, like, people that knew me, like it I don't know, like, on some deeper shit, I feel like people fuck with what other people fuck with, you know what I'm saying? So if they see everybody from this particular city supporting this kid, it's like, I want to see what he got going on. And if you got something going on that's good, and people gonna gravitate towards it, I feel like. Yeah.
So you would say it was a lot of city love?
Yeah, it was hell yeah, it's a lot of city love. But then I feel like when I started posting on, like, TikTok per se, that's when, like, love outside of my city came. Like, I got songs where, like, the top played city in that shit is, like, London type shit, and on some random shit, like, people messaging me from London, like, all over the world type shit. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. Having friends, like, loyal, and I'm sure you were around other creatives early on. Mm. How much did that help with just figuring out the process of becoming an artist, like, full-fledged and shit?
Bro, so fucking much, bro. Like, I can't even, like, begin to explain, like, I feel like he taught me, like, to be, like real, like, honest with yourself. Because when you make music and you release it, I feel like, and you're ready to release it, I feel like you have to be super honest with yourself, bro. Like, I listen to every song and I'm just like, anybody could, I don't too much listen to like, people who just say it's hard or whatever. I'm really just like, listening to this shit so deep. Like, is this up to par with like industry music? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, yeah.
How do you go about picking what songs you want to drop? Is it more other people's feedback to it, or what?
It really just be like random like spurs of like. Sometimes I just tell myself like, yo, just drop this shit right here. Like, I listen to it and I'll be like, yeah, I dropped this shit. So really, just like every drop is like on some random like, yeah, I should drop this shit right here. For. I got so many songs, bro. Like, I make a song like every day, bro.
What would you say if you make 10 songs in the studio? How many of those are coming out?
If I make 10 songs in the studio, how many are coming out? I say like 3, 4. Probably like 3, 4. Maybe 2 to 4. Anywhere from 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
And not because like they're not good per se. Like, they're just not to like my standard. You know?
Yeah. How big is your vault? Because it sounds like
I have like. So how many songs would you say?
Yeah. Because you only got what, like 20 songs out, I think.
Something like that.
Something
like that. I say I've recorded unfinished songs, like all songs total. I probably have like over like 200 songs.
Damn.
Over 200 songs, like easy.
And most of those were recorded in the past 2 years?
Past like 3 years, yeah.
3.
Cause like, although in like 2020 when I wasn't like releasing music, I feel like I was still in like a crib, like still fucking around with it type shit. So I was recording hella shit, like. So in the last like 3 years, for real.
What point did you start taking music a lot more serious?
I say like early like last year. Like around like when my nephew was born. He was born in like May, so I say around that time.
What was like the surge that you just flicked the switch and you were like, fuck,
my nephew being born. Cause I feel like, bro, my sister's like my rock to me. Like, that's my best friend. And like her having a kid like changed my life drastically. I was like, I really gotta like make sure this kid grows up to have a good life. I wanna do it for him. Most of this music shit, like most of the goals I have for this shit is like really not even for myself. It's really put my family in a better position for us. So I feel like my surge is just seeing everything around me, like, and me wanting to change shit. Like, that's for real what it was.
Being a family-oriented dude, like,
hella family-oriented.
How important do you think that is? Because a lot of people aren't like that.
True. I feel like family to me is like everything, bro. Like, sometimes I don't get it, like bumping heads with family and shit. I feel like personally I never do, because those are the people that, like, no matter what arguments, no matter how you feel, like, they're with you forever. And like, I never take anything for granted, like, when it comes to like what family has done for me. Like, I done been like in so many like fucked up situations where only like my family was there for me. So I feel like to be there for them and to be able to give back for them is everything to me. I like, for real.
Would you say that's your biggest drive?
Hell yeah. My parents, my siblings, like, all my family. I got a big ass family, they all stay. Most of them stay in Florida and shit, but that's like, I got a big ass family, bro. So family means a lot to me, for real.
Fire. Backtracking, because obviously we're talking about family right now, but normally I ask this at the beginning. What's like your origin story before you were NorthSide Stef, before you were dropping the music, early life, just growing up? I always tell people, talk as much as you want, just give as much background on yourself as you want. What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to Purple World. Just a reminder, we got a fresh studio over here. If you guys want to book a studio session, our rates start at $50 an hour with an engineer, $25 an hour with no engineer. Rates do vary depending on which engineer you choose. You can book a session by heading over to the Book Now button in our Instagram bio and book through Square. You can shoot us a DM to figure out what time slot you want, as well as which engineer you want to work with. As a test to see who our loyal viewers are and see who's really rocking with us, if you made it through this whole ad, you could head over to our Square website and you could put code POD10 and that's going to give you 10% off your session. One time use though, you are not able to use that again, so use it wisely. Back to the episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe.
I say like, I was my fault. I was like a badass kid, bro. Like I was always doing bad shit, like not like not nothing too crazy. You feel me? Just fucking around in class type shit. Like,
Yeah.
but I was a badass kid, bro. Like I was never like school oriented. Like I was always fucking up in school type shit, doing like dumb shit with my friends and shit. Like I was like, I feel like just crashing out, bro. Like before music, like I was just like I feel like absolutely nothing going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I was a cool kid though. Like I wasn't like a bully or nothing. I was just like I ain't go to school and shit. Like I was just a regular kid. I ain't go to school and shit. But I take that back. There was like a point in my life I was playing basketball and shit. Like I swear, like I had like fake ass hoop dreams. Like you see me, bro. I'm like I'm not an inch over 6 foot, but I don't know. I had like fake hoop dreams. I feel like I used to draw and shit, high school and shit. Yeah, I was heavy on drawing. Like I'm nice at drawing. Like
Damn.
you wouldn't even believe that shit. Like I could draw your face like perfectly detailed type
What
shit.
the
Like
fuck?
on some real shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm nice with the shit. Like I drew like in high school. I think my junior year I drew like my face in all like S's.
What the fuck?
Like all S's. Like no lines. Like I drew my face in all S's. Like cause it was a project that we had to do. I don't know if it was letters. I think it was the first letter of your name. Everybody had to draw some shit. I ain't put my shit up in the hallway, shit like that.
What the fuck?
So like I wasn't too bad of a kid. I feel like when I got to high school and shit, I really kind of cut that shit down. I feel like once I started getting older, I realized like if I keep on like with this life, like shit not gonna be good. Like it's just gonna be bummy. Like I couldn't end up like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit.
So were you sort of always artistic?
Hell yeah. I feel like that was the only thing like in school that I really like gave a fuck about. Like I didn't really care about nothing else. Like I just wanted to go to art class. Like I swear, like you could ask like any of my family members. Like I was only really fucking with like art class, probably like gym shit to play basketball and shit. But yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
So when did music come into your life all around? Like what artists were you bumping when you were younger? What artist would you say is the one that got you to be like, damn, I really want to do this shit?
Bro, so like I couldn't even begin to start. Like I'd say like the first artist I like knew or ever heard of, I feel like was T-Pain.
Damn.
Like I was a little ass kid, like 5 years old. Like I used to be in the car like on the way to school, like I'm in love with a stripper, and my mom used to be like, don't say that shit. And like yeah, shit like that. But I feel like my sister got me into music for like, cause she was always like, she was the biggest like Chris Brown fan. Like she used to like, sorry Kai for exposing you, but she used to have like a Chris Brown picture like on her ceiling type shit.
Damn.
Like, yeah, she was the biggest Chris Brown fan, and like I was fucking with Chris Brown heavy. Like, and I feel like the way like he was like presenting himself, like in the music videos, like wall to wall, like excuse me, miss. I was like, damn, this motherfucker look cool type shit. Like I was just a young nigga, like this nigga look cool. I say like the first artist I got into like on my own was probably Drake. I remember like I was like 8 years old, and I used to like wait till my parents wasn't home or whatever, and I used to like look up the best I ever had shit, because I had the swears and shit. I couldn't listen to the swears around my parents back then. So I used to listen to it, and I used to be like, damn, this motherfucker hard. And it was crazy because even when I was even younger than that, like I seen Drake like on Degrassi. Like I remember being a little kid, like, and then Wheelchair Jimmy turns to Drake. I was like, this shit crazy. I was watching Drake videos and shit, Lil Wayne, Chief Keef, man, there's so many people. X, as I got older, there's just so many people, bro. I couldn't even name them. Justin Bieber, shout out to Justin Bieber. That motherfucker had me dancing in my living room like I was crazy. For real.
Which one would you say is the biggest? Like if there was one artist whose career you followed that you would say is the one that you were like, I want to do music after seeing what this motherfucker did? Who would that be? Or it could be a top three. If you can't pick one.
Say 3 people. I say one just because like I was really close to him. I say Loyal. I say X. And Drake for real. That's 3 people.
Random talk and no X disrespect because I'm a diehard X fan, and I was talking about that with Sabo like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Yeah. But because you said Drake and X are some of your favorite artists, do you think that Drake had anything to do with that shit? There's so many theories behind it.
Hell nah. I don't think so. For I feel like that's just like saying like the Illuminati or some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. Nah, hell no.
It was such a weird coincidence, though.
It is like back and forth. I say people say that just because like they had their problems, like the way Drake talks in his songs or whatever, like all that speculation for real. But I really don't think bro had nothing to do with it for real. What you think though? What you think?
I don't know. There's like,
you really think he became motherfuckers knocked
I really don't think that he did, but also I don't know, bro. Nothing would really surprise me because you've heard the stories about Drake. Nobody ever talked about the stories about Drake, but you hear stories about some of the shit. Not Drake himself, but Drake's whole camp. You hear certain shit about. But, bro, just being straight up, I think X is the only artist that's came out in the past like 20 years that could give Drake a run for his money. Think about it. This dude had 2 years and look at the 2 years of being blown up.
Bro. X was different, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
X was different. Like that was my favorite artist. Like when he was coming out, I was like, bro, this motherfucker is so different. I remember like the first time I ever listened to X, like I was like on some random ass shit. Like I think I was walking to the store in like high school or some shit. I had my headphones on, and like I just see like this mugshot on my SoundCloud and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This motherfucker got blonde and black hair. And I just clicked this shit. And I think it was
Look at Me.
Nah, it wasn't Look at Me. It was I think before I heard on some weird shit, before I heard Look at Me, I heard I Don't Want to Do This Anymore. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then I go on his SoundCloud and he's making like fucking all types of shit, like screamo shit, like different like distorted trap. Like that shit influenced the fuck out of me because I feel like he didn't really like when he was coming out, he didn't really care about like the quality of like the mixes for like he was just so raw that people gravitated towards him just off the strength of him just being so talented and like so versatile. Like he literally made all types of music. If you wanted him to make the country song, he can make a country song, drill, fucking Spanish song, anything. Like he can make anything. Like so I can see what you're saying, like giving him a run for his money, and especially Drake getting older and shit. Like I could agree with you on that for real.
Like X, I think would have been bigger than Drake. I think if X was alive and had the career, X would have had the career lifespan that Drake has, where Drake's still around like 20 years later. But this dude, bro, like he reached more genres than Drake, and he had the rawness to him that you're talking about. Like Drake, don't get me wrong, you know stuff about Drake's story, X, Y, and Z, but X's story was just so out there. Like he's the most vulnerable artist I think that's ever existed. Like you knew everything about that dude's life, bro. I don't know. I feel like he would have been bigger than Drake.
Yeah, like bro, I swear, like X got me through so much shit.
Straight up, bro.
Like I swear to God, like it was just like the way he just spoke about certain shit is like, bro, you're just like you're reading my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're getting so like in depth into it, and I feel like everybody was like afraid to talk about shit like that. That's why like I give credit to Juice Wrld too, cause I feel like he would have been like he would have been hella big too. Like,
him too, yeah.
Like a whole like it's so crazy. Like there's a whole wave of artists now like that.
X paved the way.
When I was growing, like me growing up, in my perspective, I feel like there's like a lot of like rappers dying and shit. Like that's just crazy.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, like artists that was gonna be big too, like and they
up,
dying young as fuck. Like X died when he was 20, bro. Like Juice died when he was like 21. Like it's just crazy.
Bro. It's so sad because Juice too, bro. Like both of them, I think Juice would have been on like a Drake level.
Yeah.
Juice like was on like a Drake level,
Bro, when I try to tell motherfuckers that, they be like, bro, shut up. Juice is on
dude,
Drake. Bro, I used to see charting like Juice WRLD, Drake,
and bro,
Drake,
you go to any, when Juice was alive, you go to any high school in the U.S., not even just the U.S., all across the world, all the motherfuckers were listening to Juice WRLD, bro.
Exactly.
Everybody was.
Bro, it's crazy because nowadays, like, even the kids are like, they're not even like, bro, when I was growing up, it was just straight Drake. Like, oh, who's the best out? Like, everybody was like Drake. If you ask like a kid now, like a young kid, they probably might not say that.
They probably say Juice WRLD.
Yeah, like Juice WRLD, like, they'll probably say Lil Baby, like, look like Dirk, like Young Boy, like
X too.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. A lot of them gonna say X.
Yeah,
like, I know a lot of kids are influenced by X, like around my age.
The fucked up part is though, when X was out, this is what I hate about X's legacy, bro. It was like weird to be an X fan until he died.
Yeah.
Like people used to make it seem like you were a weirdo if you listened to X.
Yeah.
And then bro died and everybody like appreciated it.
Exactly. It's because like people like was regular, like people like what everybody else likes. When you're different, it's people gonna hate on that shit. People gonna be like, why do motherfuckers like this kid? It's cause he's different. Like that's the coolest thing ever. I feel like this motherfucker could do anything. Like, why would you not be a fan of him? You know what I'm saying? But if you're not, it's cool. Like, it's not your shit. I feel like.
Bro, it's so sad. The artists dying in general. Who else? We lost a lot.
Nipsey,
rest
in peace. Young Dolph.
Yeah, Mac Miller.
PNB.
Mad people, bro.
A lot of motherfuckers, bro.
And it's fucked up. It's like fucked up because it's at a point where you see it and you're almost not even shocked anymore. Like, it's fucked up how bad it is, bro. It's really fucked up how bad.
And people like, I feel like they don't really care. Hold on.
You good?
Damn, I'm burping.
You good?
I feel like people don't really care until like it takes a motherfucker to die for people to care. Like, I've seen that happen on so many occasions where it's like somebody like people who are like, you know, people who just go through shit and then they die and then people like, are they on their side? Because I remember like people was picking on Mac Miller for Ariana Grande situation, like motherfuckers coming at X, like motherfuckers telling Juice WRLD he does like X, Y, and Z, but like when they die, it's like the craziest thing to me, I feel like, is like somebody's followers going up after they die. Like, that is so like, that's almost like unfathomable to me, because it's like this person's not alive anymore, and like what are you just like checking the mutual, seeing like, oh, like this like, oh, I've been fucking with Juice WRLD, like probably gonna fake like they post and shit. Like, that's just weird type shit. Unless like I feel like you get into somebody like after they pass. Like, I feel like one person I was like that with, maybe like I didn't like follow them after, but like somebody that I got into more after they passed was definitely like Lil Peep. Like, I used to listen to like Star, you know, Star Shopping.
Yeah. That song is so fire,
that's such a real ass song. Shout out Lil.
So
Rest in peace to Lil Peep. But yeah, I feel like that's the only artist I really got into after they passed. But it wasn't no like overly like showing no love, because I knew who Lil Peep was before I had heard a couple songs, probably like Beamer Boy and shit. But yeah, I say that, yeah.
Bro, that whole era of music, there were so many good ass artists, bro.
Bro, so many, bro. And like too many gone too soon, bro. Like,
I know, bro.
Shout out to KC, bro. The saddest thing in life is wasted talent, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's cause like you see potential. Like, me and you both, I feel like we have like a mutual understanding on how like big X would have been, like generational artist. Like, he could literally do anything, like in any lane. And it's crazy cause like he's not just bullshitting. Like, he wasn't just bullshitting when he's hopping in other lanes and shit. Like, he actually does his thing. Like, that Question Mark album,
fire.
It's crazy. Like, I seen him go from like, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it did he go from Infinity 888 to some rock shit, like some heavy metal shit?
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. Like, you went and spit bars like you was from fucking New York in the 90s.
I know.
With Joey Badass. Shout out to Joey Badass. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Joey Badass is in my rapper top 5. Like,
Joey Badass.
shout out to Joey Badass. Like, he's like he has like such an old like essence to him. Like, I fucking love Joey Badass. But to go toe to toe with Joey Badass on a song and then go to a fucking rock song where I'm just like, what the fuck is crazy shit. Like, that motherfucker was different, bro.
That album was literally like a roller coaster, bro.
Literally, bro.
Like, literally like a roller coaster.
Literally.
Talking about that, though, how important do you think it is as an artist to be versatile?
So important, because I feel like even if I go down, like, my Apple shit or whatever, I feel like most songs, like, sound different. Every song sounds different than one another. And I feel like that plays a role into, like, what you were saying earlier, like, how did you build a fan base? I feel like I built a fan base, like, by being versatile. Like, you don't know what to expect. Like, especially because you don't see it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was just hopping in. Like, you always, I feel like, gotta hop in different bags. Like, because if people hear the same shit over and over again, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, what else you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do the same thing too much, it's like, people gonna get tired of that shit. Yeah. And I seen, like, so many artists, like, just die off like that. Like, they just keep making the same shit over and over again. I'm not gonna say no names, but there's facts. We know hella artists like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you go about getting versatile? Because I'm assuming as an artist, when you start making one thing, you're making mostly the same shit, and then you want to try some different shit, and it's like a whole new world. But
I feel like that X influence played a big role in that. I was really, like, I swear, like, not even on some crazy shit, but, like, I was trying to, like, I used to watch, like, his interviews, bro. Like, I used to, like, I swear I paid attention to everything he said. Like, I damn near wanted to, like, follow a blueprint that he had type shit. So I was looking at it like, bro, like, he just makes everything. Like, if this crowd doesn't fuck with it, I'm going to make something for this crowd. And they'll fuck with it. They might not fuck with this. People might fuck with this sound that I got, and other people might not fuck with it, but this is their favorite shit. But I can make some other shit, and I can make, like, I feel like I got, like, 3-4 different bags I can hop in, like, genre-wise. For sure.
Well, what would you say is your favorite genre to make shit?
Definitely rap, for sure. Like, I fuck with making rap shit. Like, what type of rap shit, or, like?
What type, yeah.
I say, like a smooth. I fuck with, like, down south beats and shit. Like, I lived in Florida for, like, 2 years, from, like, 2020 to, like, the beginning of 2022. So, like, maybe, like, more so, like, a year and a half. But, like, every day, like, I was listening to down south beats, like, crazy down south 808s and shit. So, like, I just gravitated towards that. I feel like I fuck with hard, like, 808 shit. Yeah. That's like my favorite shit to make, like, lit shit, like, turn up shit, like, head bop and shit. That's my favorite type of rap to make, for real.
How'd you go about finding your sound overall?
A lot of trial and error, bro. Like, I have so many songs. I probably have more than, like, 200 songs realistically, like, recorded. Probably some songs where I just made, like, the first couple lyrics to type shit. But I feel like I try to, like, literally, like, make everything. Like, when I look for beats, like, I feel like I don't look for, like, a specific type of beat. I feel like I look for whatever, like, catches my ear. So I feel like I'm, like, subconsciously, like, versatile, like, because I just fuck with whatever catches my ear, for real.
How, what was I gonna say? Was there, like, a specific song that you made that you feel like you really locked in on your sound?
It was a song called My Story. Yo, this is a crazy ass story, bro. So I was at Phoenix Down recording it, and I was there was, like, an intern in the room at first. Like, I had made a song before this song called My Story, and it was just like I didn't fuck with it, cause, like, my studio process is a little weird. Like, I don't really like people in the studio while I'm recording. So, like, there was an intern in there, and I just made some regular shit. I texted my engineer. I was like, bro, like, get this nigga out of here type shit. So he dipped, and I locked in, bro. I made this song called My Story. And crazy backstory was, like, we went into, so I was recording it in a B room. And then so we go into the A room after the session's over, and Polo G was in there, bro. Like, while I was recording that song, and I didn't even know this shit.
What the fuck?
And, like, I feel like that song was crazy to me. It was like a 4-minute song, like, no hook. Like, I was just, like, punching in just every line, like, yeah. And I was like, that shit was a crazy-ass song. And I feel like the response I got from it was crazy. Autumn posted it, too. Like,
damn.
That shit was crazy, yeah.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, crazy shit.
Fuck?
That's how I got a lot of, like, out-of-state fans and shit, too. Like, that shit was hard.
That's fire as fuck. Did you meet Polo that night?
Nah, I didn't meet him. Like, it was literally, like, they told me, like, yeah, he was in here type shit. Like, they had the fucking Welcome Polo G. They, you know how they, at the club, they got those little, like, signs type shit. They had the Welcome Polo G, like, the drinks and shit. Like, he even left the blizz in there type shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. He was there at the same time.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I didn't even know that shit. Like,
that's
he probably heard this shit like, damn, this shit going crazy type shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
what the
shit.
fuck? You're talking about out-of-state fans, though. How'd you go about building the out-of-state fan base?
Bro, I was like a fiend. Like, when I started taking it seriously, I started to be like a fiend with, like, just getting my shit out there. Like, I would literally send my shit to anybody. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, if there was like an artist like me, or like an artist like I'm in the same lane, I feel like I would, like, turn on their post notifications. This is like old shit, but I used to, like, turn on their post notifications and just, like, try to tap in with their fans, like, send my shit out to their fans and shit. And I feel like TikTok, like I say, like, help with a lot of international shit. I feel like just using certain hashtags, like, it's a cheat code, bro. Literally, like, if you hashtag, like a random ass city like London, like, people in London are gonna see your shit, like, or like Atlanta or whatever, like, and they're gonna fuck with you. Like, if it's hard, like, they're gonna fuck with your shit. That's how I feel like I got a lot of, like, a good amount of, like, out of state fans and shit, or like out of country fans and shit.
So, would you say TikTok has been your best way of marketing, or how do you advise people to market themselves as an artist?
I say, be like same thing with the music. Just, like, be, like, super honest with yourself. Like, putting a piece of content out there, I feel like you just gotta sit back, look at it, and just be like, all right, like, is this cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just put yourself, like, in third person, I feel like, and just, like, really just make something that people would want to, like, stay for. It's like everybody's, like, scrolls past it. Like, if somebody follows you, everybody scrolls past it. It's like, am I gonna stay, or am I just gonna dip, or is this just, like, another post that I see on the gram or something? I feel like a good marketing tactic on TikTok is, like, talking, like, a little bit before the video starts, like, letting people know a little something. Like, I just posted I did, like, a Shorty Like Mine remix type shit, and I said before, like, the video started, I was like, I know old motherfuckers gonna hate this shit. Yeah, obviously knowing there wasn't, but, like, it captured your attention. It made you want to be like, what are they gonna hate type shit, instead of, like, it just being like, there could be hard shit, but sometimes when I'm just scrolling, it could just be, like, the presentation and shit, like it's cool, but, like, I don't want to stay for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about traveling? Because it sounds like you traveled a lot. It sounds like you moved to a couple different places.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that's contributed to your overall creativity, but also just your connections built?
A lot. I feel like living in Florida changed, like, changed how I view life. Like, I didn't, like, it's a whole different, like, world out there, like, to hear. Like, I didn't have none of the guys over there. Like, it was just family. Like, I was really just, like, locked into, like, a whole different thing. Like, I wasn't focused on, I wasn't making music at all, like, when I was down there. But I feel like it influenced me a lot, since, like, when it comes to, like, even shit, like, I talk about in songs and shit. I feel like I feel like it's important to like get out though, like get outside your bubble and shit to have shit to talk about. Cause there's times where like, just like I told you, like I go to the studio every day, bro. But like if I'm not doing something besides that, like it like what the fuck do I got to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like going different places in the world will really like open your mind to different shit, like and just have different shit to talk about. Like it's really important, bro. Like really, really important to get out and shit, especially if you make music. Like it's vital, bro.
Speaking about different states, talking about Massachusetts.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the current state of the music scene over here, and just overall besides the music? How do you like the state?
I fucking love the Massachusetts music scene. Like honestly, like there's so many like dope ass artists out here, and I feel like everybody like I feel like the power, like this seems like it might be off track a little bit, but I feel like the power of manifestation is so crazy. Like the word of mouth is so crazy. Like everybody in Boston says like, oh, we don't get the love. Like, bro, if you keep saying that, we're not gonna get it. If you just like, bro, if you just lock in on your shit and you just keep working, bro, like a lot of motherfuckers gonna get to where they wanna go. You know what I'm saying? We're no different than any other state. Like, of course, like states have set the foundation for it, but like, who says that Massachusetts isn't capable to it? Because we have the talent. Like, everybody knows it. So it's like, we just gotta lock in. Every Massachusetts artist, like, lock the fuck in, bro. Like, go get that shit. God.
What's your thoughts on the overall growth of the scene?
What happened?
The growth of the scene, just seeing where it's at right now.
I feel like there's more like independence. Like people are like just building like shit. It's crazy like seeing people just like build shit off the muscle of like how they sound, bro. Like I've seen people, like even people that like started the same time as me, just like doing crazy shit. Like it's crazy. Like people is going up, bro. Like I feel like the sound has changed. I feel like we don't have like, I feel like Massachusetts doesn't really have like a one sound, but I feel like that's dope though, cause I feel like we're one of those states where it's like, okay, we don't have like a Detroit sound or like an Atlanta sound, but it's like, what do you want everybody to sound like they're from like South Boston, like have a crazy accent? Like nah, like people are from all around Mass, like not everybody went through the same thing, so it's like everybody got different sounds, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that's stupid to say like Massachusetts doesn't have a sound. Like why do we have to have like, why does Massachusetts have to have a particular sound? Like would you say that like regular Drake music is like a Toronto sound or like a Canada sound? Right? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker took over he took over the states, he took over his country, and people like, he could have songs where he has like an accent or whatever, but like I feel like regular his hits is not like a, would you say it's like a Canada sound? Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and there's no need to trip about that, but I feel like we all coming up and shit. I feel like I fuck with that shit. I feel like I fuck with the Massachusetts scene heavy and shit.
What would you say the top, I'll say five artists you would advise people watching this to look out for?
I say, excluding myself, I say definitely Loyal. Shout out to my boy October with a K. Who else? Shout out to my boy Blizzy. Shout out Z-Thing. How many people is that? That's four. Damn, who's the fifth? I say, and my boy Just. Shout out my boy Just. He just started making music. He just made like his third song. Shout out my boy Just. Like that motherfucker gonna be hard. Like he literally made his third song. Like, and like I really feel like with him, he's gonna be like one of those artists that even we all see. Like, bro, like he just started rapping and he's crazy. Like, so I say my boy Just.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fire. You gotta put me on.
Nah, for sure. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna play that shit after.
Do it.
We get out this.
Besides fucking Massachusetts, overall, we were talking a little bit about current stuff going on in the mainstream scene right now. But how do you feel about just the overall music industry in general right now, where it's at?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of shit may seem backwards. I feel like it might be a little watered down or like oversaturated per se, but I feel like that's gonna change because I feel like independent artists are gonna like really start to pop off and shit. Like, you know, V's and shit.
I don't.
V's, he's a Detroit rapper. He raps with like Babyface and shit.
I haven't heard him.
Yeah, shout out V's, but he's he's an independent artist and he's like popping like he was like top 5 on the Apple charts when he dropped type shit. Yeah, like around when Uzi was dropping this shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's independent. So I feel like independent artists are really just gonna go up and shit. For real.
You feel like it's like an independent game right now?
Yeah, it's gonna be an independent game, I feel like. But like, I don't know. Music is kind of weird. I feel like it's sort of like a favoritism sport. Like, I feel like people aren't really like in my personal opinion, I feel like Rilo Rodriguez had the album of the year. That's my personal opinion. But everybody gonna say like and that's not even my favorite artist. Like, that's just me giving like I'd say so far at least, like that's the best album so far because I don't know who else is gonna drop. But yeah, I feel like it's like opinion. I feel like it's favoritism. Like when it comes to like who's the best or like who drops the best shit, I feel like it's heavy on like favoritism. But like musically, I feel like the best album that's dropped this year is Rilo shit.
You're not the first person that said that. I forget who else said that, but I've heard a couple people say that actually.
Nah, that shit was hard.
I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like, definitely, like, he spits like crazy bars, crazy punchlines. Like, he's hard.
What would you say your favorite artist that came up recently in the past couple of years in the mainstream scene?
That's came up or that's coming up?
Coming up or came up already?
I say, bro, I fuck with Lil Tyler's sound. He's hard. Like, I fuck with his sound heavy, and I feel like I like the way he raps and shit. Like, he don't rap about like drill shit, like shooting people and shit. Like, he just raps about like getting money and shit. And he's a youngin' too. Like, that's why I fuck with it. Like, because like I feel like eventually I want to get to a point where like I just want to change. Like, same thing with what he's doing. Like, I want to change the agenda. Like the streets don't love nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just get money, just stay out the way. That's why I fuck with Lil Tyler. Like, I say Lil Tyler for sure.
Who else?
That's coming up. That's a hard ass question. Shit. That came up like how recently?
Past 2 to 3 years, like artists you just found out about.
I say, damn. I say Rilo. I say Rilo, for sure. Rilo, V's, Babyface, shit. There's a lot. I don't want to miss no. Oh, Kyle Rich. I fuck with Kyle Rich. Low Shimmy. Oh my God, bro. You ever heard of Low Shimmy?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on after we get out this interview, bro. Because, bro, that shit is hard. Like,
hit me.
Bro, Low Shimmy is hard. He's from Florida. But yeah, I say them, like, Low Shimmy, for sure. No bullshit.
What artist would you say directly influenced your sound the most, if there was any? Influence, not copying, for anybody that's watching.
I say, like, 2 artists I kind of learned the swag through is definitely just, like, X and Loyal, for sure. Because, like, with Loyal, I was, like hands in on the shit. Like, he was, like, low-key, like, teaching me, like, how to rap for real, like. So I say him and X for real. Like, I was trying to, like, keep my sound up to par like that. You know what I'm saying?
In your career as an artist, what's one thing that you learned that you had no idea about until you were an artist that shocks you, like, to this day? I know that's kind of a loaded question, but
Yeah, there's so many answers that pop into my head. The number one thing though that I think about though is that I didn't know like how people be like fake as shit, bro. Like I say like a lot of like I didn't know that people like will try to like take advantage of you right in front of your face type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been so many artists where it's just like they paint it like in a different way, but it's like they want something out of motherfucker. I don't got too many features, bro. Like I got a couple, but it's like I don't know. They be weird. Like I didn't know artists was weird like that. I thought everybody was real. That shocked me for real.
damn.
No bullshit.
Yeah, the industry's fake as
Yeah,
fuck.
fake as fuck, bro. It's crazy.
Fake,
But it's
ass
cool though,
industry.
cause like if you're just yourself, like you'll always like prevail through that shit. Like the real always gonna prevail. I feel like you gonna see like fake motherfuckers don't last, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna pull their cards like sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shit like that.
We coming up on the last couple questions. I don't even think you realize 51 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 51, almost an hour. Almost an hour already. But as an artist, if you were talking to somebody that they didn't have any idea what to do whatsoever in the industry, they literally haven't made a single song, they're just getting started out, what would you advise them to do for that first step?
I say be super honest with yourself, but at the same time, like, don't be too hard on yourself. Like, don't get caught in the comparisons of what an artist that's, like, people would say is popping is doing. Just be yourself. Just trust the process of what you got to get going on, like, creatively, like, getting your bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, swag that shit out, like, and take constructive criticism, too, like, and don't take it the wrong way either, like, but at the same time, like, hear everybody out, but like listen to the people that like their opinion kind of matters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's been instances where like I listened to somebody whose opinions is really like don't hold weight or whatever, and it's like it made me make the wrong decisions music wise, like held me back or whatever. But like when I listen to people that actually got something to say, that like I listen to the people that's like doing the shit that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I watch like interviews and shit, or listen to people that even around me that's like done shit that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So just be like, I say like soak everything up like a sponge. Like learn everything. Like even if you're listening to like your favorite rapper in the car, I'm not saying emulate exactly what they're doing, but just see how they hop in certain pockets and shit. Like that shit gonna take you a long way, I feel like.
What would you advise them absolutely not to do?
I say don't over drop, like don't like oversaturate your shit. Cause like I don't know, like I wouldn't say like I stopped giving it like a chance or whatever, but like when I see like some of the same shit too much, like it's like it's being fucking forced on me. It's just like what the fuck, I don't even want to indulge into this shit, you know what I'm saying? I say like just take your time, bro. Like don't rush like to drop some. Like if you don't feel like you're ready to put some shit out, don't put that shit out, bro. Literally, like just make sure like you're like 100% sure of everything before you drop shit. I feel like I say that.
What was I gonna say after the last thing you said? Oh, criticism.
Yeah.
How you were talking about being careful listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
At what do you feel like is the healthy medium between taking criticism and just letting somebody else sort of control your
I
shit?
feel like it's the intent behind it, cause I feel like some like green motherfuckers, like green meaning like just weird, like motherfuckers would just tell you certain shit to hold you back. So I say like hear everybody out. Let that shit sometimes even influence you if you know a motherfucker just saying some shit cause they hate you. You know what I'm saying? I say just hear out the people that like are genuine, like that you know that are genuine. Like I always like my close friends, I always get my close friends like opinions on shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's always like genuine, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, like you need to fix this up right here, like, oh you should do this or whatever, like say this right here, like I feel like constructive criticism, like literal, like constructive criticism. Because if you're just giving me criticism saying like, like I don't like this shit, and not saying like how I could improve on it, it's just like you just ain't for it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I say to tell you.
What do you feel like your biggest pivotal point of growth as an artist has been?
Starting to record myself. That shit is so important, bro. Like, you need to record yourself. Like, even if you have like a engineer, whatever, like, I'm telling you, the craziest bag that you can hop in as an artist is when you're on your own and you're recording yourself, because there's nobody around. No matter what anybody says, like, I can make a song in front of 10, 15 people and it'll be calm. Like, it'll be a good song, whatever. Like, I'm not saying it'll be bad, but I feel like to really lock in and just be your most creative self, like, I feel like just learn to record yourself. Like, even if it's on BandLab, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Just learn to record yourself. I feel like that's super important, bro.
Artists need to start getting independent like that.
Nah, exactly, bro. Learn to do, like, almost everything for yourself. Like, start to, like, because you don't want to, like, because I don't know, not every artist, like, coming up has, like, bread and shit to go pay for studios or whatever. Yeah. Some of them is, like, you know what I'm saying, living regular type shit. So I say save up for your own equipment, learn how to do your shit yourself so you don't have to run to anybody to do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to do it yourself and lock in. Just get in your bag. For real.
This is going to be second to last question, but backtracking a little bit, how we were talking about the industry being fake and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you recognize fake people within the industry?
There was, like, I had an instance where somebody, like, just got salty because, like, I didn't want to, like, work. That's when it was, like, it's just, like, you don't even care about me as a person. It's just literally just music. And, like, I'm not benefiting off giving you a feature, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, like, you're going to get salty if I say nah, or if I say salty. Like, I don't have to do shit, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was fake like that because the way they was painting it before was, like, it was on some bro shit. Like, people wanted to be on some bro shit. And it's, like, when they don't get that feature that they've been hounding on me for, it's, like, they switch up. That's when I started to realize, like, this music shit get weird and, like, fake and shit.
Last question right here. Do you have, how many songs did you drop this year? I know you dropped one in August.
I dropped I got 5 songs. I just dropped a song at midnight, so that's 5 songs.
Oh, you dropped another one today?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Go listen to that shit. OT7 flow out now.
I didn't even notice that.
But yeah, I say, yeah, like, I think Take 2, Jungle, Drink, Gorgeous. I hope I'm not forgetting this song. And I think, yeah, OT7 flow. I think 5. Yeah, I'm about to drop a couple more songs this year, though.
Fire.
My first video is dropping this year, too.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's going to be hard, yeah.
In the next year, it is October 7th, yes, 2023. October 7th, 2024. Where do you see yourself? What are some things that you want to accomplish as an artist, even as a person it could be?
I say I strive for, like, for improvement. I like, visually, I could say, like, I see myself forever. But, like, realistically, in a year from now, I hope I, like, improve, like, another 100% based off of what I did. And, like, I feel like everything deserving is going to come around that. Like, I just hope to, like, just keep the same drive and keep improving. Like, I hope next year, like, I'm in a whole different, like, bag. Like, I have improved, like, so much, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I ain't even scratched the surface for real.
Could fans expect a project next year?
Hell yeah. Y'all gonna get a project real soon. Like, that shit gonna be hard, too. It's gonna be one of the hardest projects to ever drop out this motherfucker. Like, trust. I got a project dropping next year. Like, 100%. So, is
there anything else fans could look forward to?
Yeah. A couple videos dropping within the next couple months. A couple more singles. Tape next year. More performances and shit. Yeah, just other shit. Yeah. Regular shit, yeah.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Sir.
This the end, bro. Thank you for fucking coming on the show today.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you, dog.
Sir.
Tag yourself so that and let them know where they can find your music too.
Yeah, at NorthSide Stef on everything. NorthSidestef, not PH. Motherfuckers be thinking I'm Steph Curry and shit. But yeah, at NorthSide Stef on everything and NorthSide Space Stef on all music platforms. Like, you gonna find my shit. So yeah.
Fire. Appreciate you coming on again, bro.
I appreciate you, man, for as well.
Appreciate you, yo. Appreciate everybody watching this. Y'all know the drill. Tired of saying it. Fucking smash that like button. Click subscribe. And yeah, next episode is Exit Fame, actually. Next episode is Exit Fame. This has been episode 82. We'll see you guys next week. We out, bitch.
82, just past Kobe Bean.
Hey, I might just pull up for this hoe. That's if I'm in the mood. You ain't ballin' for your teams. For the hoes, you just like Jordan Poole. Hey, nigga, I ain't like the fucking rest. I had to play it cool. My niggas referees.